Hello everyone and welcome back to my movie review corner, and today I will be reviewing the movie OUTCAST, a 2010 release. This movie was made in the United Kingdom and on location in Scotland, Ireland kind of places. Bloody Disgusting Selects movie, OUTCAST, 2010. Let's get this done. This movie was a monster movie. Let's just say it like that. It was a monster movie. It starts off with this dude traveling to this gypsy camp where he finds an old man to give him tattoos all over his back and spine. Realize he's just there to be a monster hunter. He's hunting this monster. Now, goes to this chick going to her apartment. She goes into her apartment, but right outside the door is this young man and his mother. She lit the young girl Petronella. I'm gonna rip these names apart. I don't even care. Petronella meets Fergal, which is the young boy she likes, the love interest, and his mother outside of her apartment. She goes inside of her own apartment, which you meet her mother, which is just a drunk. She's a drunk, and she lives with her brother, which is autistic. He has a mental disability himself, so he is autistic and lives with a drunk mother. So there's this love interest that sparks between them two. There's a scene where the mother, Fergal's mother, the boy's mother, she's fully nude. She takes off all of her clothes and cuts a piece of hair off, wraps it around this piece of stick and use it to dip in blood paint to markings on the wall. I don't know why she had to get fully nude to do this. This movie is full of just inadequate everything. No reason to get fully nude in these scenes. There's nudity, there's women nudity, and there's guy nudity. Let's throw some butts and some penises, please. Anyways, there's this bonfire going on outside of one of their part somewhere, and a girl leaves the bonfire and gets picked up by this monster and gets towed up. Don't really get to see much of the monster beginning of this. Anyways, there's a social worker that keeps coming around the house where Fergal and his mom lives at. The mother is like a witch. She puts spells around the house where anybody who wants to do harm to her or her son will not find this house. That's funny. This social worker tries to find the apartment, which is basically the neighbor to this chick, but she can't find it. Look on the paper. They're all numbered, lady. Anyways, the mother, Fergal's mother, the witch, comes out and decides, "Hey, I'm gonna put a curse on you, so you always just walk this parking lot for the rest of your days." Wow. She puts the curse on and gets hit. Walking around at night, she can't find her way. She gets hit up by this stupid monster again. Again, you don't really see it. She gets dragged in by the monster. First time you get to see this monster, you see this monster has a mullet. A mullet? You're going to give a monster a mullet and expect it to be scary? No. No, no, no. No. Bad writer-director. Don't give a monster a mullet. Expect it to be scary. That shit is funny. So the monster grabs social worker. Yeah. There we go. Now, the dude's trying to find the monster. What's his name? Cathal? Again, I'm ripping these names apart. I don't care. This dude is trying to find the monster. He goes to the secret organization, which basically tells him, "We're giving you a little leeway to do a little bit, but you don't have you can't do everything at your disposal." And he just pisses him off. It's like, you kind of got me here to do this, and now you're saying I can't do everything that's at my disposal. That makes him mad. That he does things that just mess up his own shit. He has a guide that stays with him, and the guide tells him what to do and what not to do, and he doesn't listen. He cuts open a crow to find the mother, and he the guy tells him, don't leave the dead crow lying around. That'll be bad. And he does that during the movie. He opens up another crow to fight and he leaves it. And it gets picked up by the witch woman, which feeds it to her son. And then blocks all the other incantations. So he's trying to find this place, and the mother is warning the girl to stay away from her son. Throughout those movies, there's question marks about who the monster is. Like, the son's talking about his father's a monster, and the mother's talking about how there's a monster after her son. Throughout the whole movie, it's trying to make you guess about who the monster is. I knew first off like who the monster was. It was the son. It turns out, yeah, it's the son. Obviously, it's the son. It was pretty damn obvious. Stop making the viewer ask questions when you know, everybody knows it's the son's the fucking monster. It doesn't say it to the end, but you know. Anyways, she's trying to protect her son. There's this weird dynamic between mother and son that's like sexual tension, I swear. There's this more than once. Weirdest shit I've had to deal with in watching these movies. Sexual tension between mother and son. Weirdest damn thing I've ever seen. No buys. That is bad. Who the hell is going to direct that crap? Crap. Garbage. Now, sexual tension within the mother and son. What the garbage? Anyways. Shit. Cathal is trying to find the monster. He's trying to do this. He gets nude to like try to fight off in his mind willpower to willpower. He gets nude to do this. Again, well, I don't know why you get nude to fucking fight with your mental powers. I think the director just likes to see nudity. I think he's just bisexual and likes to see like dicks and butts and stuff. Anyways, that doesn't work. So he tries to like go out and find him again and loses, like does the crow thing, puts down the crow, she gets the crow and feeds it to the son. The guy's like, you fucked it up, you left the crow behind, told you not to do that. He gets mad, beats up on the guy and leaves him like to die. So he can just go find the monster himself. Now, you start to later on realize he goes to this morgue, right? He goes to this morgue because he could talk to dead bodies to help him out. So he kills the mortician, and he gets like a dead body to help him out, to like find out where he is, where like the mother and son's at. There, he goes to the house, the apartment, and the mother lets him in, and pretty much this is where you find out like that's his father, like basically the father of the monster, and like that apparently like years ago when she was 15 she had sex with him. Does not explain shit throughout this whole movie about the organization, about why the organization hunts these monsters, and why the organization lets the monsters happen and then goes hunts them. Doesn't explain none of that. Doesn't explain nothing about how these monsters are formed. Nothing. Doesn't explain shit to the viewer. It just expects you just to go with it. It's like, okay, it's a monster movie. No! You explain your shit, nigga. Anyway, the shows up at the house. They get in a fight. Cathal and the mother, they get in a fight. He knocks on the boy's door, and about to knock it down, out pops the monster. What? What? The boy's the monster? Oh, man, that just knocked me on my side. Obviously, he finds out, like, the only way to kill this monster is with blood and iron. Blood from the family and on iron, so he has this knife with his own blood on it. Since he's the father, he can kill it. Doesn't work. Monster just, like, rips his throat out. The mullet monster. Mullet monster rips his throat out and walks away. And he's back to normal, meets up with his, like, girlfriend, Petronella, and she, you know, says, like, I love you, let's run away together. They decide to run away. And they decide to have sex in this, like, old-ass abandoned, like, I don't even know, playground. And there's, like, sex scenes through this movie, but with no nudity, and it's, like, a pointless sex scenes. It's just like undersexed writer director just trying to get his rocks off with, like, you know, hot girl sex scene. Anyways, she has sex with this dude and all, like, right after having sex with him, he turns into a monster. Like, right after he turns into a monster, and she freaks out and leaves. Right, and at this moment, you have to realize you just had sex with a monster, and you just had sex with a monster. Go kill yourself. You don't go to the hospital. Don't look for help. Kill yourself. There's no coming back from that. There's nothing coming back from that. Anyways, she's freaked out because she has sex with a monster. In she runs away. In pops up the guide. The guy that's been helping Catherine this whole time. You find out he's actually the uncle to this kid, this monster, the brother to the original hunter. So he's still blood related and could kill this dude. He tries and gets defeated again. He dies. So here comes the girl with this knife and stabs the monster in the neck. And this whole time, it's really messed up because she actually stopped the dude. She actually tried to help the monster, Fergal, not die, get stabbed by this dude. And she stabs him himself. She's like, stabs him himself. It's like, why'd you help him first of all? Basically, you helped him survive. Just, why? Why? You just had sex with the monster you're going to kill anyway. Anyway, she stabs him, he dies, and she's like holding him in his arms. I love you, Fergal. I love you, Fergal. Really, girl? Really? You had done freaking out because you had sex with this thing, and now you're freaking out because he's dead. Make up your mind about what you want to do. You know this creature was coming after you to kill you, right? She knew that, and she's still freaking out like she's an idiot. Anyways, oh man, I forgot to say, when this Cathol dude goes to the morgue to like get help, he cuts off his own tattoo on the back of his neck, like with no mirror or nothing. He's just like, okay, there it is, cut it off. I'm gonna wrap it around. I'm not gonna bleed out. You cut off your skin. You cut off your skin in the back of your neck, close to your spine. You're gonna bleed out. You don't go to the hospital, you're gonna bleed the fuck out. If the monster didn't kill him, he was going to die anyway. I don't see how no one should be able to live through that. Anyways, end of the movie. She's homeless. This Petronella is homeless. Look on the side of the street, begging for money. Up walks up, whatever. The old man from the organization that hunted the monsters. He knows she's pregnant with the monster baby and decides like, hey, come with me to like come get some food. I know you're hungry. And she walks away with them, and that's it. End of movie. Cutscene, end of movie, roll credits. Really now. He's garbage. This movie was garbage. I honestly believe I was more entertained by Hellacious Acres, and that movie was terrible. This movie, for a monster movie, it did have blood, it did have gore, but not enough to be fulfilling over this movie. Once you give a monster a mullet, game over. That movie is game over. Once you give the monster a mullet, it's done. You don't expect much else. That's all. Once someone asked him, hey, you know, is that supposed to be a mullet on this monster? And the guy's like, yeah. You should just cut off all ties. Cut off all ties to that movie. This movie was complete crap. Very little entertainment here. I just don't know why they decided to do this. No explanations of like organizations of the monster, of the hunters. No explanation of nothing at all. It just leaves you guessing. It leaves you guessing and wants you to just figure it out on your own. And I like that with better movies. Not this movie. Not this movie. I think that's it. I don't want to go into anything else about this movie. This movie was just bad. Very little entertainment. Like I said, you have a mullet, a monster. I can't say that enough. You give the fucking monster a mullet. I hope you guys like this review. If you saw it, you probably understand what the hell I'm talking about. I wouldn't suggest even renting this movie. I mean, rent it if you're really bored. You want to see a mullet on a monster. That was funny. If you want to see a mullet monster, rent this movie. That's funny. Anyways, it wasn't all that. It really wasn't that good. But that was it, man. OUTCAST. There you go. I hope you guys liked it. Feel free, always leave a comment. All this, whenever you want, man. Tell me what you think, what you thought, anything, man. You know I'm up for it. I don't care what you say. I'll write you back. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time, and again, leave a comment if you feel like it. I'll see you guys again soon with another horror movie review. See ya.